In the swamp, chomping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Reds battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Mizzo, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday lights.
Yeah, man, we talked that score here at Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. This is I don't know how this show is gonna go, but before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here as always around the Water Cooler. I am one half of the Water Cooler Talk Sports. Nick Fraser, the other man, you can hear him, but you can't see him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
Man, it's Marcus Fitzpatrick, man. We here, so let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, man, and tonight around the Water Cooler with us tonight, we got our guy, the man, the myth, the funny, the great, the one that always has something clever to say. From Tight Sports, Alabama Football Megacast, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tight Sports. Tight, what's going on?
Tight. Hey, gentlemen, I'm here. I got the good book with me. I just want to let everybody know. We all on this. We just. I'm here for y'all, man. I don't know how to say I've been there. I mean, my beloved Tuskegee, we're there right now.
Yeah, we are.
Our coach needs to be run out of town on the rail. So,
you gonna kick James to the curb like that already, Tight?
With one of those minimum, what did that guy say? He said, "Sweep the leg." Yes, I'm gonna sweep the leg. Oh, he got to go.
It's bad for it right now, Tight. It is bad for it.
I mean, Fort Valley took him to the woodshed, but so
I know it was bad when we lost to Benedict.
Yeah, I mean,
Ski don't lose to Benedict, dog. Sorry.
Yeah, pull up the Wikipedia and see how long Mike Dubose was at Alabama.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us as always, man. Before we get into it, because I feel like this conversation can go any which way tonight. That's an old school word, which way. I could say any direction, but it could go any which way tonight. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and when we go live. Trying to grow, man. Trying to grow.
I feel the spirit of Bill Bixby. Bruce Banner inside of Nick. There's a beast about to go. There's a beast about to reveal itself, I think. Don't make him angry.
I don't know,
You
man. I
don't
don't
want to
know.
see him
I
when he's
don't,
angry.
I don't know what way this show gonna go tonight. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
But
But
he's going down a whole lot from that weekend.
what we gonna do is we gonna shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to the Huggy Beard, the legend of
Huggy
Sweet
Beard.
Sugar Bear Williams in the chat. What's going on?
Huggy,
He
what's going on,
said,
man?
Huggy Beard said it's time. That's what he said. Shout out to our guy Arbor Dad for life. What's going on? AD4L.
AD4L.
He said first he wants to let everyone know that my son had another great 3-month heart checkup. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Thank God. That's what I'm talking about. And second, I'm going to keep liking and saying War Damn Eagle in every
There you
show,
go.
but I'm going to be taking a break from watching. All right. Understand, Auburn Dad. We appreciate you, man. Here we go. Due to my PTSD, which gets triggered by my anxiety over my beloved Auburn Tigers, I'll be back in full force come UGA game. War Damn Eagle.
Oh, he's just going to bye week.
Yeah, he's just going on a bye week.
He's
That's all
taking
it
bye
is.
week. I got it. Yeah.
Shout out to Auburn
between
Dad,
toes.
man. We appreciate you, man. He gotta do it for his sanity. He gotta do it. Shout out to
Hey,
Auburn Dad.
That's-
Fire
that's what I
Freeze
will.
said it's a year past time, but late is better than
Somebody
never.
got a whole Gmail account.
That's never changed. That has been his name for the longest.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't just changed that. That's been his name for the longest. Is what it's been.
It's kind of an oxymoron too, like fire and freeze. But I
Yep, I like that. Tight Sports comment in the chat. What's going on? Cartel Phillips in the chat saying we all see it, but nothing will be done about it. Oh, Cartel. Oh, ye of little faith. Tim the Tool Man said, War Eagle prayers to you, Albert Dad. That's what I'm talking about. He said he's gonna be working on his truck tonight. Said he can't go nowhere without wheel bearings. So he's gonna be listening until he gets done with that. Shout out to our guy, Tim, man. Shout out to
I've
Tim.
heard those are very important.
Very, very important. I got James Barnett in the chat saying, Arbor Dad, that's awesome news. What's going on? He's speaking to everybody. Hope you good.
Blessings.
The Huggy Beard said, man, that's awesome to hear, cuz certainly the great spirit has cleared your path with light, love. Be blessed, bro. War Eagle. That's what I'm talking about. We all sending love to Auburn Dad, man. We all sending love to Auburn Dad. So we appreciate
AD4L.
Fellas, what's up, James Barnett? Hope you're doing all right, man. The Huggy Beard in here saying, what's happening, Nick Marcus? What's going on, Huggy? Kendall, what's up, my guy? Big Keen in the chat. What's going on, man? All right, man. What's up? Everybody saying what's up to everybody. James got a question. I want to start at because I want to come back to that. Saying what's up to Kendall? Huggy Beard saying, now which way is the exact term needed? We'll see, man. We'll see. What's going on? Ricky Seals Jones in the chat. What's going on, my guy? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? He said, what's up, fellas? Fire freeze, please, is what he said. Shout out to Ricky Seals Jones, man, for rocking with us and always being there, man. We appreciate you, man. I know which way is going. Turned up. You heard me? Shout out to my guy Mike McKinney in the chat. What's up, Mike? Hope you feeling all right, man. Hope all is good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to call in and you want to holler out with us, there is the link. Subscribe, like, share, hit the link to call in right there. It is pinned at the top of the chat.
Oh boy, call in.
If you want to call in, we want to make this show about you because guess what? This is a bye week and we got a lot of time to talk about what's going on and what's happening. So I really want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what y'all think. I want to hear what y'all thought process is, what y'all think should happen. I don't know, man. Hit the link. Tell us. Come on in. What you feel? Kendall said, I don't think we're going to fire freeze, and I have some interesting supporting details. All right, Kendall, you got the link in your email. So go ahead and hit that thing if you want to, man. James Barnett in the chat, what's going on? He said, Mike, Ant for OC. Ant to change his name from Ant to Ant from OC. Ant for OC. Shout out to him, man. What up, Amigo Gang? What's going on, Ant? How you feeling, my guy? All right, man. Let's get it.
Gonna give him a discount?
Let's get it out. Probably.
Just do it 500,000. That's all.
That's what I was thinking. Do it for $500,000 a year.
Are y'all gonna launch a letter writing campaign to the yellow fella?
They don't care.
Oh, okay.
They don't care. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. So it's time to decide what kind of program does Auburn want to be. It's a question that I have been that I've been thinking about for the past 17, 18 hours. And said, yeah, he gonna run the ball if he don't see. That's what he said. Hey, what a lot of people want to see. If we would have did that this past weekend, probably would have won the game.
50 yards. 50 yards.
So what kind of program does it want to be? I think everybody's talking about the Texas A&M game. Is what everybody's talking about. And I think that's the microcosm. That's the micro part of it. But I actually want to sit back and I want to take a look at the macro of Auburn. It feels as if that Auburn is okay with mediocrity. That's what it feels. That's what it feels like. Feels as if Auburn is okay with just putting something out on the field just to keep us at bay and happy enough as Auburn fans, as people that support Auburn, and that people choose, and as fans that choose to cheer for Auburn, just to say, well, that's good enough. And I think this past weekend, you saw a tipping point from a fan base. And I'm not going to say everybody, because there's still some people out there that feel as if this could get on the right track. And it probably can. It probably can get on the right track. It probably can. We don't know.
What's the record? 2-2?
3-2.
3-2. Okay.
Yes. And there's some people out there that feel like can get on the right track. A lot of people saying
Nick Saban.
A lot of people feel like it is still early in the season. A lot of people said they predicted for Auburn to not to lose these two games and to have a rough stretch between these three games that's up between Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and Georgia coming up. A lot of people said that. I'm like, okay, cool. But when we look at the macro part of it, and we look at years and years and years and years and years of just what seems to be mediocrity, I want to hear from you all, and I want to hear from the fans as well. I want to hear what y'all think. What type of program does Auburn want to be? Do we want to be the program to where we're just comfortable with 8-7 wins a season? Or do we want to be a program that is sustained success, that is perennially in the college football playoff conversation, perennially in the national championship conversation, and seen as one of those premier programs that a lot of Auburn fans project Auburn as to the rest of the world? I'm going to start with Marcus on this one. Marcus, what are your thoughts? And before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring in the man himself, Big Ken. What's going on, Ken? What's up? What's up, my guy?
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's going on?
Chilling. All right, Marcus, go ahead with your thoughts on that.
First, we got to find that coach to lead that transition in, Nick. But like you said, in Auburn fashion, I feel like we're finna do the same traditional stuff that we always do at Auburn. Probably move Durkin the head coach, something like that, instead of going out and trying to find that coach that you were talking about to sustain that longevity success. But yes, that's what I want to see for Auburn. Nick Saban-ish, Kirby Smart-ish coach that have you in that type of conversation. That's what I would love to see for Auburn. But do I see it happening? I feel like if we have a coach at Auburn, it's gonna be a coach that's making a name for itself versus a proven coach already.
So you don't. It sounds like you don't have faith. That's what it sounds like.
We don't go really find top tier coaches like that. We get coaches, and coaches usually build a brand at Auburn versus going to get a big brand and bring them to Auburn. That's in my lifetime.
I want to know that. Go ahead, Kendall. Because Kendall, you said in chat you had something, you had details to back it up. I want to hear what you got to say.
First of all, I just deeply believe we should have left him in Texas. But Tez said some interesting things the other night on the podcast about he wished that he would go, or the AD would go ahead and fire him now instead of waiting. Because just think, we're going to give Hugh Freeze 2 weeks to prepare for Georgia. Playing in Jordan Hare, I just think the odds are in his favor to pull this win out. 2 weeks for him to prepare. It's almost like saying last year when he scrapped the playbook and just went out there and called certain plays that he thought Peyton could execute. Now, given some of them didn't work, I think with Jackson Arnold, he's a different type of player. So you would see the flashes and stuff that, or the mistakes that Peyton Thorne made, you won't see it with Jackson because he just doesn't want to give away the ball. So with that being said, even though I'm not high on it, I don't think Georgia is going to beat us. No, I do think Georgia is going to beat us based on the performance for the last 2 weeks. But I also do say, like I said, you are giving him 2 weeks to prepare for this. All the critics, all the pressure is on him now.
Right.
I just feel like with the crowd playing in Jordan Hare and a different type of quarterback, he's going to result to some of those same things that we seen when we was like, okay, well, we just need a different quarterback. We just need a different quarterback. We just need a different quarterback. And that in itself is why I'm so scared, because he's going to get this big win at Georgia. He might get on a roll and win 2 or 3 more games. We're going to drop the Vanderbilt. We're going to be on a high going into the rest of the season until we meet Alabama. And then it's going to be a dogfight how it's been for the last couple seasons. And Bama might pull it out. And we're going to be left with the same thing from last year. Only what if. The what if narrative. And it's going to keep him his job. It's going to keep him his job. I just solely, deep down believe it. Because it ain't adding up.
Can I rebuttal?
You don't run the ball. This week, you're going to scheme up some plays to run the ball to open up that pass that you so desperately want, that everybody is talking about. And everybody's going to be high on Hugh Freeze again.
Can I rebuttal Kendall real quick?
Hmm?
All right. See, I thought when you said you had some details, I thought you were going to talk about the buyout. But when you speak on him having 2 weeks, Nick, correct me if I'm wrong. He had a bye week before that Vanderbilt game last year, correct?
That is true. That is true.
And we looked exactly how we did this past week. So him having 2 weeks to prepare, if I'm feeling how I'm feeling right now, I'm still not confident, bro.
I never did say that I predicted him or have faith that he's going to win the game. All I'm saying is, if you give him 2 weeks to prepare, and you got to think about, when you think about Vanderbilt is on a playing on a whole nother level right now. They're playing on a whole nother level. So, like I said, I don't care if he scheme or do whatever. I just don't see us beating Vanderbilt outright. But like I said, when you get him in Jordan Hare, and it's just something about the magic in Jordan Hare, and you know this, everybody knows this. It's gonna be a high. They gonna roll Toomer's Cone from the Auburn exit on back toward campus if he pulls that off, and everybody's gonna be high on Hugh Freeze again. I'm telling you, Mark.
I agree with you if he pull it off. I just don't see him pulling it off.
All right, let's take a look at it, man. Harold Floyd. I've been an Auburn fan for 30 years. This is how Auburn will always be. We're just not meant to be great. Wow. And he comes back behind it and says Durkin for head coach. He says they're not. Huggy said they're not going to fire him. He said he'd be shocked if they did.
I do agree with that.
Treville, king of the comments, said, man, it is $16 million to buy him out.
That's
Harold
cheap.
Floyd, that is kind of cheap. That's very cheap. Harold Floyd said, I felt like they brought Freeze in to recruit, but it was always going to be Durkin's job. Freeze was just temporary. Wow. Shout out to Harold Floyd, man, for rocking with us around the water cooler. I think it's your first time.
Hey, do y'all really think that that's cheap, though? In the world of the NIL, do you really think that's cheap?
Yeah, that's cheap.
Caleb DuBois buyout, if he could lose every game for the remainder of the season, it's $60 million.
Buyout for me.
$60 million.
It's $60 million.
$60 million. $60 million.
In December.
Because Gus' buyout was ridiculous.
Ant for OC said he'll do it for 250, and I'm gonna run the ball 20 to 40 times. James running in the chat saying, "What's up, Treville?" Let's before I bring up James's quote I mean, not quote, but comment, because I want to talk about that as well. James had a comment up here that I want to talk about. Tight, from an outsider's perspective, you're an Alabama fan, but you graduated from Auburn. I'm always say that. I just think it's hilarious.
Oh, it don't bother me. So most of my professors at Auburn didn't go to Auburn, so
I know they did. I know. Like a lot of my professors in the South didn't graduate from the South. I know.
First love, though.
What are your thoughts on the outside looking in at this? Well, as an outsider looking in, what are your thoughts? How do you see this going?
I wonder, like, where does the next coach come from? Because Big Ken's right. He's gonna pull off one of these upsets or play very competitive, and he really could go. I know he could still go.
9-3, 10-2,
10-2.
He could legitimately win every single game out on this schedule and go 10-2, or he can win, or he can lose 1 or 2 and go 9-3, 8-4.
You know, where is the next coach? Is it actually Durkin coming up and then becoming the OC, or do you? Because whatever you got to do, you have to do it really, but before game 8. You have to do it because of the portal opens up and you have time to negotiate with these people, knowing that another portal is coming right after the season is over. You just don't want to. It's like, I don't know. I worry about like I said earlier, Miami is in a situation where they're going to always have to buy a quarterback. And so far, they've been hitting pretty good on that quarterback. When you bring in these people from outside, quarterback and whatever, and they don't work for you, and then your talent starts to leave. Because don't be surprised after the Georgia game, for a few people, maybe 2 or 3 lesser knowns and 1 well-known, say, I'm just going to redshirt this season and then enter the portal in the middle of October, if they really see it going downhill. So that's the risk you take, because if it gets ugly, and like I said, I think, I told you earlier, 50 yards rushing by Jackson Arnold, and y'all probably win the game out of the pocket. But I just don't. It's a hard call to fire a coach, because you have to reset so many things. So many people try to leave, but if you're going to fire them, you got to let them go early. But where's the next person coming? What are you looking for? I was trying to see what did LSU see in a Michigan State Nick Saban. Did they see the fact that his linemen on the defensive side of the ball was still going to the pros, and the DBs would do it? What did they see? Because the record wasn't.
It wasn't great. It wasn't stellar. No,
it wasn't great. It wasn't stellar. So, like, if you look out there, is it PJ Fleck? Is that the kind of guy is he putting people in the pros that's going to help you?
Is it Marcus Freeman?
Yeah, I know, man. I'm telling you that. Now that's a buyout. That's going to be a buyout. I mean, they be like, yeah, he can go. You got to talk to Jesus first to get him up out of here. Anyway, but it's like, I mean, before we fire people, it's not like a Walmart job. So where would you go? Who exactly would you want to see them go after outside of Marcus Freeman? Nick has been saying that for 8 months at least.
Yep. Yes,
like, what would you go next? Who's the person that's going? And like I said, how do you find a Saban or Ed Orgeron's like that too.
Well, let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation, because we're gonna do a show on Friday. That I'm not going to announce yet. I'm just going to announce it on Friday, and you'll understand why we do the show. But let's talk about that. Like, okay, so when tonight's show, we talking about how what does Auburn's program want to look like? Okay, what does Auburn's program want to look like? What do we want to? We talk about, like, I think the easiest place to go when we talk about college football is always going to be what Nick Saban did at Alabama. That's always the easiest place to go. But what I've learned in school is when you always, to get a very, more real picture view, you always take out the most extremes. So you take out the worst of the worst, and you take out the best of the best. And you kind of find the average in between the people that's in the middle.
Dabo.
So, wow.
No, Tight.
That's interesting. Tight. That is
no. I'm saying,
Tight.
no. That's okay. No, not the person, because I don't like him. But he's not the one championship.
Yeah. The
But
success
he
you talking
has
about.
two.
You talking about the Dabo success.
Okay, I get what you're
Yeah,
saying. I get
the
what you're
example,
saying.
not
Okay.
coming to the school. I don't want him in Alabama at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Christmas
like
and Thanksgiving only.
it's always easy to go to, well,
Next
you
thing.
had this guy that was the worst,
Right.
and then you have this guy that was just the best of all time,
Yeah,
because those are anomalies
Yeah.
majority of the time. You get what I'm saying? So you always take them out. It worked for me in school. I'm gonna use it right now. You take those two out, and then you just find the average between the people that's in the middle. And so I asked that question because in this era of where college football is now and what Auburn could be, I asked the question: what coach out there is relevant with recent success that does well with people? What coach out there is there? And I look around college football, and the person that comes up to me is Marcus Freeman.
I actually agree with that, Nick. But what you think about Urban
About who?
Meyer?
Urban Meyer is not recent or relevant.
And I don't think he get along with people too well.
That part.
Now, that one time I do agree with.
Unless they under 30 and they got long brunette hair or something like that.
Hey, we don't need them more. We don't need them problems down here, Auburn.
He's not recent or relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk like this is a conversation.
But he is very credible though. I mean,
no, he's no, I'm not. No, he's credible.
He sustained that success like you talk about, Nick. That's
he's credible. He's credible. But what coach out there is there? Like, what big name coach? Not a guy that's an up and comer. Because I think Auburn needs to go get a guy that is established enough, but still almost in the primacy of where he can get to.
You want an offensive defense?
I don't
defensive guy for me.
I don't think you get it. I and just the track record of Auburn and how we make hires. I don't think they take the and use that common denominator that you're speaking of.
Oh, we know we ain't gonna
that balance. So when you slim it down like that, and I have to agree with you on your on who you say, Nick. That would be the common factor, but us going after that person that I ain't gonna even really say us, Auburn going after them or going after him or whatever coach you may throw out there. I just don't see that happening. I don't.
That's what I said. But
Pittman's making $40 million tonight.
That's kind of Nick's point, though, Kendall. That's the whole point he's making. We ain't gonna go and try to get that type of splash higher. We just gonna we're gonna do what it takes just to win games.
And that's why I say right now is just such a critical moment, and I'm gonna keep preaching this because blame Ted now. Blame Ted because he put it in my head, and I just had to ponder on. I said, hey, and it was so crazy that when I woke up the next morning, it was still on my mind, bro. Cause we have been bamboozled like this plenty of times, coach after coach after coach. We have been, bro. Like it's crazy that we still are sitting here as a program and we are subjected to this. Even the fans, bro. Like, and then you have to take in Auburn into consideration, man. Just like the fan base. I just feel like the fan base at Auburn is, we just want to get our name out there. When going back to your question earlier, because I didn't address that, I had that on my chest. I just think we want to be in the relevancy, whether it's making the playoffs, going to a high bowl game, being content, or like y'all said the other night, being content with being just a 9-3 team, 8-4 team. That because, like I said, every year we're subjected. Anytime we've had success, I don't think besides Cam and the 13 team, we have never went through the conference and just dominated. It always be these high games.
Wait. Kendall, what you just said? Say that one more time.
We never just ran
No,
through
no,
the
no, 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 no,
conversation.
no, no. The little bit before that, the years you just said. Say that one more time.
I said
Other than
10. You could
13.
say Nick Marshall and the team that we should have went to the championship with. I
So you
mean,
saying 2010, 2013, and 2017 is what you're saying.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out
And
there.
I forget the year that we had Jason Campbell
I
and
already know
what's
where
his
you're going
name?
with that.
Jason Campbell and Carnell,
2004.
that year too.
2004.
Those are the only years that we have been a dominant football team.
Okay.
And it showed.
Okay. All right.
Any year after that, we were content with being a mediocre team. Even 1 year, I think we went 6-6.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
We went 6-6 and went to a bowl game, and we had like we won the national championship.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Are you preaching?
Like the
Whoa.
fan base was rolling Toomer's Corner. I'm like, damn, we rolling Toomer's Corner.
We
6-6.
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
Man,
Wait a minute. Wait a
6-6,
minute.
bro.
I
Wait a
can't
minute.
say it.
Whoa.
Keep going, man. I can't say
Wait a
it no
minute.
better, Ken.
But like I said, Ted put this notion in my head that you give Hugh Freeze 2 weeks to prepare for Georgia
Oh boy.
in Auburn, in Jordan Hare, with that crowd. I just feel like he's going to pull it off. And then after that, we're going to be on a 2 or 3 game hiatus where we're going to win football games. We're going to get smacked in the mouth by Vanderbilt. We're going to come back and regroup and be up to Mercer.
Look at Tim.
And Alabama game, it may even go into the overtime shit again, man, with them winning. And we're going to go back into the next season with the what ifs. Or our offense could have did this. Only if our offense didn't start behind the chains. No. Only if our offense came out there and started running the damn ball. Were we going to ever see any success? Like, going a whole quarter and not giving a running back a touch, and then you end the game with 8 carries by both of your running backs. How can we win like this, man? How?
Hold
I didn't know y'all hired Slick Sheridan.
Hold that thought real quick. Big Nasty, I was never optimistic about Freeze. I was optimistic about the talent that he put around him this year to help him win. If we go back in the beginning in the offseason, I stated the reason why I was so optimistic about this team potentially winning 10 games this year was because he went out, because everything that he said in the past 2 seasons was Auburn needed to upgrade the talent. And he did. He did that. I give him credit for going out and upgrading the talent. And now that he has the talent, it still isn't working.
But what good is a loaded gun and you can't fire it?
It's a great question. Great question. Ted's your thoughts, man. Go ahead.
Oh man. So I guess I'm just gonna answer the question of, is it time to decide what kind of program we want to be? Right. Yeah, that's what I've been preaching, since the Texas A&M game, and a lot of it has been the same. I think it's time for Auburn to decide which echelon of team we want to be. Right? Do we are a very passionate and loud fan base.
Yep.
like we some of the greatest fans of any sports team that you could ask for.
Tell me about
it. And we deserve championship aspirations. But what we've been getting has not been that, right? And we just been okay with it. And the school has been okay with it. We look like a championship team, but we don't perform like one. We don't hire like one. We question. I'm gonna tell you one of the things that was crazy, and this happened during the off season. We started to wonder if receivers were going to leave if we recruited other receivers. I don't know if y'all remember that. When we signed,
I do. I remember that.
It was a lot of people in the fan base was like, "Oh man, well, receivers are going to transfer." And it's like that's when I really noticed that, like, no, we conditioned to mediocrity because other teams don't do that.
Mm.
Like, what you afraid of losing talent because you're bringing more talent in?
Mm.
It just like it just doesn't happen. That was the first time I thought as a fan base that was like, oh man, we're not even conditioned to think of ourselves as a great team, right? Because there's a lot of these other teams when that happens, like they know, like man, these kids want to stick around and win, so they gonna stay there. And if we lose them, so what? We are who we are. We can get more. But we don't even look at ourselves like that. So we looked at this receiver class and we all the decisions that we made were like, and all our comments were made to like coddle them and say, like, what are we gonna do to make sure this, like right now, when we had this conversation, is this what are we gonna do to keep this recruiting class intact?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best decision so that these players don't leave? And that tells me that we're a mid-tier program who just had a recruiting year that was very good, and we've never had it before, and we're scared that we can't do it again.
Connie, I
We're
wish we could
not-
tell you something good. I wish we could, Connie. I wish we could. Shout out to Connie, my favorite Auburn
Facts,
fan.
facts. Yeah, we're not the type of program that a lot of the fan base think we are, man. And until that changes, until our mentality changes, until the program mentality changes, to the people in the building mentality changes, we're gonna still get the same thing. Bunch of pretty buildings, statues outside, and 8-4.
Bring
you
some
be happy-
guys in. Bring some guys in real quick. We're gonna let them say their piece. Ladies and gentlemen, the man that's gonna do it for $250,000 a year. It is Ant for OC. What's going on? And then of course, our guy, the legend himself of Sweet Sugar Bow Williams, the Rooster Mac. Huggy Beard. What's going on, fellas? What's on y'all mind tonight?
Fellas,
Hey.
fellas.
What's happening, fellas?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's on your mind tonight?
Yo.
What's on y'all mind tonight? We're gonna start with Ant first, and then we're gonna go to Huggy.
Hey, Tez, you watched that game?
Yeah, I watched it.
We tried to tell you.
You did. You did.
Now look, that's all I had to say on that part. I mean, ain't no more. It's on to the next week for me. Hey man, I told y'all, man, 250. Bro, I guarantee you I'm gonna run the ball 20 to 30 times a game. I guarantee you my quarterback ain't gonna sit there and look like a statue because I want him to complete a deep ball. Hey man, I'm a Tom Brady, my quarterbacks, man. We going from the middle up. We going from the middle up. That's what I want you to read. We ain't got no receiver 1, 2, 3, 4 take off. No, we're not doing none of that. Hey man, anything from the middle up. You see something open in the middle, throw the ball. If it's open on a deep route, throw the ball. I ain't got no problem with that. Tom Brady won plenty games. Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer for going over the middle. Ain't nothing wrong with no meshes, slants, drags, quick bubble screen here or there. Dive right, dive left 20, 30 times a game. Y'all get tired of me being OC, but I guarantee you I'm going to win.
All right, okay. Huggy, what you got, man? What you got? What's going on, King Richard, man? Appreciate you, man. What's up,
What's
King
happening?
Richard? What you got, Huggy?
Well, I'm in the same boat with Tez, man. I've been thinking a lot about this, and I'm 42. I've been watching Auburn since I was 5, 6 years old, as long as I can remember. And the fan base is, to me, in my perception, has always been divided. Like you were saying, Nick, there's the fans that, no, man, we want to be one of the top tier. You know, we want to live up to that historically top 13. And then there's another group that it's, and I've alluded to this before, that Auburn go 0-12, Jordan Hairston going to be sold out. It comes a time, I think, when y'all say the program needs to decide who we want to be, I think they already, and then when I say they, the boardroom, they already
Man,
got
you
it.
took the words out my mouth.
Mhm.
They're not.
I got a comment on them.
They're not really
Okay.
concerned about it because Auburn's going to make money. And I think sometimes the fans forget we're the only ones that really care about the outcome. The people behind the program, they want that cash register ringing up. Now, if the program starts, going 3-9, 2-10 every year, that's going to affect the money to an extent. But Auburn fans are going to still buy Auburn. I've made this comment before. I'm old enough to remember when Alabama was getting strolled every year by Auburn, running through coaches. You didn't see houndstooth and crimson as far as I can see. But I go back to 2012 when Auburn was just a train wreck carrying a whole load of dumpster fires. You still saw Auburn jerseys everywhere. You still heard War Eagle. I think the fans they've become used to being just good enough.
Jets fans.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and to me, I think we're being shown everything we need to see by the fact that we didn't wake up this morning and there was a press conference. Hey, Hugh Freeze is out the door.
That's fact.
And that, someone else in the last show, I think, alluded to the fact that he's buddy with these cats. He goes golfing with them. But when Tommy Tuberville had Auburn, we can debate it all we want to, but the bottom line is the single best team in the history of Auburn football was that 04 team. It
Best
was.
Auburn coach, the best Auburn coach in history, by the way. I mean, since 2000. I'm just here to say that.
Yeah, but we all remember, wasn't it against Clemson? They were talking about it. The announcers were talking about, hey, there's a flight leaving Auburn right now to go talk to I forget who.
Bobby
Petrino.
Petrino. That when he was at Louisville.
Exactly.
And they try to do the overnight flight. Man, listen.
In the middle of an undefeated season.
That was the craziest thing in the world to me, bro. To be honest, in my opinion, that's what ran Tubbs out. It wasn't none of that other stuff.
That definitely was. That definitely
wasn't no
ran Tubbs
recruiting
out.
class. That's what made Tubbs look at it like, man, I got to get away from Auburn, dog. They ain't gonna do me right.
Yeah, everybody else paid attention too.
But I'm gonna put it to y'all like this: when Rooster said something about the boosters, right? It's plenty of Auburn fans, plenty of the big money folks. They contribute up there, bro. Listen. I'm gonna tell you, Jimmy Rice has had his hands on Auburn for years, dog, because he the one with the most money.
Yes.
He the one with the most money, bro. That's why Auburn ain't been nothing. Like you said, Rooster, and I agree. When the head man don't care about nothing but the money coming in, then this is what you get. You got plenty boosters up there now. They don't want this. They want a lot of them. Shit, they really want to get rid of you for real. But guess what? You can't do it. I mean, you ain't got the most money right now, so they gonna live with that. And like I said, the same thing on the Sunday. Man, you give Hugh Freeze. Don't be shocked. Hugh Freeze come out here and coach one of the best games y'all ever seen and beat Georgia.
Now that's where we disagree right there, big dog. Especially, I would be able to say, yeah, I see that happening if Georgia hadn't lost to Bama. We all know that when Bama thumps Georgia, Auburn's right around the corner, and they thump Auburn like we owe them money.
But see, Georgia they play somebody Saturday. I forgot who they played. I think Kentucky or somebody like that. I don't know
who they lost to last year. They almost lost to Kentucky last year.
Yeah, it ain't gonna matter.
See, they're gonna take the anger out on Kentucky. Ain't nobody worried about Kirby. Kirby showed me that Alabama game. Kirby should have showed everybody something. Kirby not playing for no ties this year, bro. Kirby should have kicked the field goal, tied the game, went to overtime. That's what he should have did. And he ain't do that.
You
gotta send. Right. I mean, you got a chance to beat Kirby, dog.
Shoot, I would argue he was a drop pass away from winning that game, though.
He was. I argue that
pass up the seam. That pass up the seam, I know killed him, boy.
And don't
Nick.
Hey,
forget,
listen.
don't forget the dude that come running in 30 seconds after the play doing a Superman into the pile.
All right,
Like,
fellas. Okay. All right, fellas.
Yeah,
All
he
right,
did
all right,
that.
all right, all right. Let's get back. Let's get back to the. We getting
What?
out of bounds. We get out of bounds. Let's get back to the conversation.
but
Y'all going all
here's
about other
my
stuff. Get back to the
my
conversation. Let's
question.
go.
Here's my
All right, Nick.
question. When we say fire freeze, let's go get a name. In my opinion, this is just me. There's only one name out there that
Don't-
everybody should be going for. At least one name that should be at the top of the list, not just for Auburn, for every single school that is trying to put that first step to the new way of college football. We all know it's prime time, bro. We all know that.
I don't want another offensive coach, bro. I'm sick of 'em. We don't
Dion's
do good. We
Prime's a
don't do.
defensive man, bro.
I
Yeah, what
mean,
is
yeah,
Prime?
but
But
that's what I don't know.
I don't.
but
I
but
mean,
he's
I
also
see Prime. I see him as a CEO type. For
Right.
real, for
that's
real.
what we need. That's what we need. We need a coach to be like, hey, OC, I hired you to run this offense. Get it going. Defensive coordinator, I hired you to run my defense. Go do your job. People forget. I think at least which I mean, there's no other coach like him to compare him to, righteously. But everybody gets caught up in just like when he played, they get caught up in the flash. He got on cats for wearing jewelry to meetings. I remember Dion wearing chains during the game, but he got on the players. Don't wear no jewelry to my meeting. I watched him. It's on film. I forget which. I don't think it was Shador, but one of the sons come out late. They looked at him like, "Why are you over here? You late." He showed everybody that even my son has to hold the standard up. But this is the problem. The coaches which, like I said, there's none like him, but anybody that you could say is going to carry themselves like that, I'm telling you right now, prime time Deion Sanders ain't going to hear nothing from that boardroom, and they know it.
That's why
They
they'll never hire him because
Right.
they wouldn't have
exactly.
a hand. They wouldn't have a hand in nothing after that. Well, I ain't
So
gonna say all of the board, but we all know the main name. So,
well,
without that being
All right,
said,
fellas. All right. This is this conversation has went a lot of places. I told y'all at the beginning of the show, I didn't know where this show was gonna go. I didn't know it. Didn't know it.
but we telling the truth, Nick. Some
I'm
fans don't know.
I'm not.
I'm just saying for the ones that don't know. I'm just
Who
telling y'all.
disagreed with you? Who disagreed with
No,
you?
I'm not saying y'all did.
You
I'm
just
saying it's people, but
you
it's
just
people
want
that don't know that certain boosters got their hands in the program like
oh,
that.
I'm not. I don't
You
care
know,
about you saying that. We just on a time crunch. That's all. This it.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all
Oh.
last thoughts out. Then I gotta get some more people in because I got some more people in the back that want to come in.
oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
my last thought.
I got a minute to go. I got some more people in the back that want to come in.
Durkin for head coach. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Durkin for head coach from Ant. What you got, Huggy?
I wouldn't have a problem with Durkin, but I think that a lot of people do need to start coming to grips with the fact that even a top tier Auburn program, like we talk about Tuberville, he didn't have that every year. I think for Auburn, because of the position we're in, playing Georgia every year, playing Alabama every year, used to play LSU every year, but we're in the SEC. It's a gauntlet every year. So I think that the 8-4, 9-3, and then on that third or fourth year, that's when it pops. And then you got to circle back around and kind of reload. Hit a couple, 2 or 3 more 9-3s, and then boom, you hit an SEC championship. To me, that would definitely be acceptable for me. I just don't want to see what we've seen for the last however many years, because I am old enough to remember when people were legitimately afraid. Daggum, we got to go to Jordan Hare. Damn, even as down bad as Auburn is now, Georgia and Alabama, in the back of their mind, they still think that. Now they also know they got the upper hand right now, but I don't see him getting fired this year. I don't. And I would not be shocked if next year starts and we're having to see that same bland, who farted press conference of we're going to try. You never hear Nick Saban say we're going to try. And that speaks back to the mentality, bro, the discipline and the killer instinct. And he ain't got it. But I don't foresee, even if they did fire him, they're not bringing in somebody that's going to stand their ground and be an a-hole about it and say, no, this is my team, it'll run my way, or send me packing, and by the way, give me that buyout. That's just how I feel about it, bro.
All right, there it is. Huggy told you how I feel. Shout out to Huggy. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Ken that was on with us, man. We appreciate y'all, boss man.
Y'all say Superfly.
Same to you, my guy. Same to you. Shout out to all y'all, man, that came in. All right. We got another guy that's coming in real quick, man. We're gonna get him in quick. I gotta set some rules because good God, got to be more careful, bro. Travell coming in the chat. What's going on, Travell? What's on your mind?
What's up, man? What's up?
Chilling.
I just got one thing to say. Like, as a program, we're looking for the Alabama Kirby Smart situation. You got to look at what your program been celebrating this whole time. And that tells you where your program's mindset is. Who got statues outside of Auburn University Stadium?
John Heisman and
Heisman one is right. Players.
No, John Heisman has one too because he was a coach at Auburn.
He does?
Right.
Yes.
How many other coaches have that? His record wasn't that good. But
okay.
How many other coaches have that at Auburn University?
I don't
have
think
what?
we don't
A statue?
A statue?
A statue. Yeah.
There is.
I mean,
John Heisman's the only one.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Okay.
Y'all don't have a Pat Dye statue?
No, there's no Pat
No,
Dye statue.
no, they don't. Exactly. That's my whole point. We celebrate players at Auburn University. Alabama celebrate coaches.
What coach would you
There's
get?
a statue of Bear Bryant out there. There's a statue of Nick Saban out there. Am I right, Type?
Well, that's
Am I
because
wrong?
they got like
Those are two anomaly type coaches that you got.
but they won.
I understand. I understand it. I understand
won
it.
national
I understand
championships
it.
though.
There's
They won national
there's
championships.
There's six statues out there, yeah.
They won national
They what?
championships. They give statues to coaches
They
who
got
win
6
national
of them.
championships.
I understand that. But
We need to get.
we have Heisman Trophy winners statues outside of our stadium.
Well, let's be honest. Until recently, we didn't have no national championships to celebrate.
I get what you're saying though, Travell, but I mean, yeah, it's a reason why they got those coaches. It's not like they got like Gene Stallings ain't got no statue out there. He got
Gene Stallings, according to you, Gene Stallings is a mid coach. According to you,
man, I said he don't have no statue out there.
yes,
According to Alabama, he's a mid.
Wait a minute.
according to you, he's a mid coach.
According to Alabama, he's a mid coach.
Okay, then. So why would he have a statue out there?
Gene Stallings?
Gene Stallings does have a statue. He got a statue there. Yeah, he got a national championship. Let's clear this room up.
Incorrected.
Alabama gives statues to coaches who win national championship. If you won a national championship at Alabama, you get a statue. That's
okay.
it.
Auburn had a coach that won a national championship. So Jordan won a national championship. He got a statue out there?
Gene Chizik?
No, because Auburn decided they wanted to give it to Heisman Trophy winners.
Exactly. That's my point. You just made my point. That's what we celebrate. We celebrate players. A player that's going to only be there up to 4 years, instead of celebrating the coach who's going to be there for ever and a day. We don't hire. We don't hire splash coaches because all our coaches that we have, they cut their teeth there. So we don't celebrate that because Pat Dye, when he got big at Auburn. He wasn't big somewhere else and then came to Auburn and continued being big. Who else? Tommy Tuberville, he wasn't big at Ole Miss, came to Alabama and got big. Terry Bauer wasn't even a head coach for real until he got to Auburn. and went undefeated or whatever the case may be. Alabama went out and got a splash hire because they celebrate their coaches.
They stumbled upon. They offered the
They
job
stumbled
to
upon
Rich
who?
Rod. They
Who?
offered the job to Rich Rod.
That's a good point.
Who?
That's a good point,
Like-
and that's a good point. That's a good point, and that is a really good point.
Yeah.
If you don't recruit Cam Newton, does Auburn even win another national title in 2010? Let's just be honest.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
We don't.
Not at all. I agree
That's why they
with
said.
that.
But
And
They celebrate players.
and Connie said, "There you go, Tez. He won natties." So I mean, the thing is, bro, like I guess I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. Okay, I mean, okay, they give statues to coaches. Okay, fine, but there are a lot of
the reason why that's my point. Our focus is on the wrong thing.
And they could. You got to think about it like this now. When did they get their first Heisman Trophy winner?
Pat
Who?
Sullivan.
no. We talking
That's
about
Alabama.
That was in 2009 with Mark Ingram.
Yeah,
We already had Heisman statues by then.
but we had Lombardi.
Very
We had
nice.
like Butkus and Lombardi winners, but they just never. They always
Yeah,
focused
but-
team. Y'all are a top 15 revenue generating school, right?
We are
Mhm.
a top 13 all-time winning school.
Yeah, but I'm
and
saying,
top
but
15
revenue, because
Yeah.
I go with Travell's going is they're making that money, and and they're making that money by selling the jerseys and pushing the players forward.
Thank you.
And so that's what keeps the revenue there. Because as long as the revenue's high, as Rooster Max said and everybody said, that's going to keep your focus. That's why I'm trying to get this guy down Tuskegee up out of there because I ain't buying nothing.
Okay, it's starting to add up. So y'all saying what you saying, Chevelle, is the reason why the boosters got their hands in every head coach pocket is because they don't want them to get a big enough name, so they
No,
got to glorify them.
That's not what they're there for. That's what you're asking the question why we're not where we supposed to be. We don't celebrate the right thing. We celebrating players. That's what the program has been forever and a day. It's not like we have a Heisman Trophy winner every other year. We had a Heisman Trophy winner every other generation, and they celebrate him like that was the end all be all. He got a big old trophy out there. They about to retire this man's jersey.
But
At a ceremony.
let me push back.
We're talking about the two. So just to be clear, when we're talking about Alabama, two of the
This is not hold on, Tez.
Tez.
This is not where I wanted this conversation to go, but for some reason it went there.
But my whole thing is,
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. This is not where I wanted this conversation to go. I wanted this conversation to be strictly about what does Auburn need to do. Now, if we are talking about
But you asking about how
Apparently, we need to give Gene Chizik a statue, and everything will be okay.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, forget Alabama. Alabama gives statues to coaches and all
yeah,
that stuff.
I feel like why are we comparing?
we
ourselves
shouldn't be
to
trying to
Alabama?
compare to what
because we compare ourselves to greatness.
no-
We want to be great, right? Is that what
but
we?
nobody
But that's
but
like
nobody
you said,
brought
Statues
that's
don't
an
make you
anomaly,
great,
though.
though.
Like,
That's-
No. I'm
That's
not saying that.
no,
That's
what
not what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying.
Hold up, wait a minute.
That's
God,
an anomaly, though.
this is what I'm saying. At the beginning of the show, I literally said, take out the
Yeah,
best.
that's an
and the
anomaly, though.
worst.
I agree with Nick on that one, bro.
That's what I said. And I said,
take-
where do we want to be in the middle? And I said, what is
Because
the
you're not
and I-
going to
and
find another Nick Saban like
that's
that.
exactly what I said at the beginning.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
what I'm
said,
saying.
what do we need? I said we need the most relevant, winningest person that is out there now with recent success. Is
Like
what
a
I
Ryan
said.
Day, like a Ryan Day or somebody like that.
A Marcus
But-
Freeman, Ryan Day. You can put a Rhett Lashley in there because Rhett Lashley went to the playoffs last year. He took a SMU team and built the SMU team to a playoff, took up to a playoff championship
That would be
appearance
doing.
last year.
Okay. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
This is where for some reason and for some reason it went straight back to Nick Saban. When I literally said at the beginning of the show,
Yeah,
let's
nigga,
not
I
do
tried
that.
to help you. I tried to help you out, bro.
I didn't hear that part.
I
I'm
hear what
sorry.
you're saying, but my point is Auburn don't do that. They've
And I'm
never
telling
done
you,
that.
Auburn needs to do that. And
I know what you're saying. I'm telling you why they don't do that.
And to your point about us getting Heisman Trophy guys, Pat Sullivan won a Heisman Trophy under who? Bo Jackson won a Heisman Trophy under who?
Right.
Cam Newton won a Heisman Trophy under who?
Gene Chizik.
So if in the history of Auburn, these guys are put on pedestals as great coaches in the history of Auburn. So apparently you need a great enough coach to either recruit that guy to your school or be good enough to put him in a position to win a win a Heisman and be in the conversation for a Heisman Trophy. So that part where you saying we don't put that we don't put it on coaches who we don't go out and get coaches who help win. I disagree with that. Because
No. I'm saying we don't go out and splash hire coaches.
You have to go out and find a great. You have to go out and find a great coach that actually can either go find that player or coach that player up to be in the conversation nationally. So yeah, if you thinking like that, if you go out and get a Marcus Freeman, if you go out and get a Ryan Day, guess what happens? Players are like, oh, I already know what that person did everywhere else. I know what's gonna happen. I know if I go there, we're gonna be in the conversation every year. So my thing is, if Auburn is trying to get to that point, Auburn need to switch that mindset then, because apparently when Bo Jackson was head coach,
I think y'all saying the same thing.
Yeah, I know we're saying the same thing, but I had to put it out myself. I had to put it out in my own words. I know we're saying the same thing.
So here's one of the things I want to say.
But I gotta go. I'm listening. I gotta go.
All right, Travell. Shout out to Travell. Appreciate you.
I just want to point this out, and I've been saying this a lot about this coaching thing. It's not as simple as hiring a splash hire or going out and get a big name coach. Good coaches are hard to find. It's a more so about fit. I know we said we're not talking about Alabama, but I want to point out that they offered this job to Rich Rod. He turned it down.
It wasn't a fit.
This is how Saban failed to this team. They didn't go out and just go, looking for a Nick Saban. It just kind of happened. And most times when you see good coaches in fits, that's kind of how it happens. Either somebody loses their job, they become an interim, they mesh with the players, and all of a sudden they have a great run. Like, it's not an exact science is saying that, oh, this coach was good at this school, so we gonna go get him. He's won all this time. Then he come to our school, he may not fit. So like the whole coaching search thing is a lot more nuanced. Than getting a splash hire or even getting mediocre coaches. It's more, to be honest with you, we talked about this off air, but I loved Alan Green's approach to it.
Agree.
Just go get the winningest coach I can find. Like, simple as that. So like,
what wasn't that Harsin?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, we tried to do that with Gus. Like, we tried to, because we were talking about it in the chat. Like, Gus was our Mark Richt, and Harsin was supposed to be our Kirby Smart.
Whoa, wait a minute.
No, I'm just saying, like, for a coach to use to take the next step. But I feel like Harsin, we missed on Harsin.
I don't even think Gus. So you got to understand that Gus. I don't even think we were looking at him as a coach to take the next step. I think we thought that Gus was the guy. Like, he had just won.
I don't think so.
Yes, they did.
Man, as an offensive coordinator, he had just won us a national championship, which they definitely from Chiswick and basically gave it to Gus. Then he went off, and when he left, he had success, and it was like
he was going for
we gonna hire this guy. He comes right back in his first year, go to a national championship. We thought we had found the guy.
That's exactly what it was.
You got to understand, during that period of time, Alabama won the championship, then we won one, then they win two, and then we went to one. Like, a lot of what you're seeing right now, where these coaches only get 3 or 4 years, is because of that 5-year time space right there, where they saw, like, man, you can bring coaches in and they can have success, national championship success immediately. And then you start seeing coaches getting 3 and 4 years and getting up out of there. Prior to that, look how long like Tubbs and all these other Mark Richt and all these other coaches we naming had been there. It was that period of time. I remember that specifically because it was like Nick Saban won the championship. We came back and won one. They came and won two, and then we went to one. And I'm thinking, man, if we win a national championship right here, the state of Alabama is like it is ridiculous. But we did, So, but that's what I'm saying. Is like it's just not as easy as like you just gonna find a coach and then it's just gonna work. I think a lot of that is what you're seeing with Hugh Freeze right now. It's like you're thinking that this guy's gonna be able to produce with all this talent because, and this is what I want to say about Hugh Freeze real quick. I know it may be
That
off
part,
the
Jared,
tangent.
that part, Jermaine. That I think it's a part that people fail to realize. Saban was their first choice, but
Yeah,
Saban
he
said
got
no.
turned down.
Saban said no. Then they went to Ridgewater, and Ridgewater was like no, and then Saban came back. I think that's a part that people fail to realize that Saban was their first choice. But go ahead.
But so I guess
Thank
what
you,
I'm
thank you,
saying
sir,
is, like,
Jermaine, Mr. Mims.
I guess what I'm saying is like, man, you gotta have you got to be realistic with this coaching search. And like I said, when we look at Ole Miss and we look at Hugh Freeze, we look at the record and we say, okay, yeah, he only had 1 10-win season there. That was mediocre, whatever. But I remember that time in football. Like I was living and watching football during Hugh Freeze's tenure at Ole Miss. And I remember that Hugh Freeze's offense lit up the SEC. There was no team that was like, oh, Hugh Freeze and Ole Miss coming to town, we can take the week off. Like, no, they was putting people on notice. So what he was doing back then was effective. He didn't have games that looked like what you see against this Oklahoma team or against Texas A&M. He's not always been this. He's been able to put offenses on the field that have been successful in this league. And then he went to another league and did it.
Let me get my guy here, man. Mike McKinney. What's going on, Mike? What's on your mind, Mike? What's on your mind?
Fellas, what's happening?
Chilling. What's on your mind, Mike? Go ahead. Mike, can you hear us?
Might be on mute.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, what's going on? So I hear everybody's opinion on how.
And Mike went out again.
Maybe driving.
I think so. He might be going in and out. Hold up, Mike. We're gonna get you out. We're gonna bring you back in. So hold on.
Roll the window down.
Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second, Mike. I'm gonna give it about 10 seconds. And I'm gonna bring you back in. I'm gonna read these comments real quick, and we're gonna go to it. TK, I think TK and Robert having a very spirited debate in the chat is what it looked like. Nicholas Wall said Vandy has a better coach than AU. Okay, all right. Clark Lee.
Where did Chris Lee come from?
Clark Lee came from Vanderbilt. He's a Vanderbilt guy.
Yeah,
he graduated from Vanderbilt.
This is his dream job. This is what he has right now.
Okay.
Everybody feels like Alex Goins is the guy that should go to Auburn. Interesting. And things and stuff like that. That is interesting.
He's showing up this year.
Where's he coaching at right now?
He's doing a great coaching job.
USF.
That's what everybody feels.
We better get him.
I cannot. That's a good point out, Jermaine. He's doing.
That's what everybody feels.
Yeah, he gives us pains in the backside.
That just means we need to fire Hugh Freeze before they fire Billy Napier.
Is what it is. All right, man.
Part,
Mike,
Ted, that part, bro.
Mike, can you hear us now, Mike?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
We got you now. There we go.
Okay. My bad. Y'all know how the signal is down here in Notasulga. Anyway, so my point is here's how I look at it. Outside of Alabama, Georgia, and LSU, who is the last team in this conference to win an SEC title?
Auburn.
Okay. Outside of Alabama, Georgia, and LSU, who is the last team in this conference to win a national title?
Auburn.
Okay. And with that being said, and it's just like new cell phones coming out, until the rest of the league catches up, Auburn's not going to make a move because they don't have to.
That part. That part. So, okay. So you believe, so you think that we should be living off of that history?
No, I don't believe it. I don't want to see it. It frustrates me just like it frustrates everybody else. But to the upper echelons, the people that actually make the decisions,
counting them dollars.
Why should we make a move? Y'all got to catch up to us. Y'all got to make a move and do something to show us something better. No matter how many games we lose.
That's a great point. But the thing about it is, and I seen it today. I felt like people outside of the SEC, they had a different kind of respect for Auburn. Now that respect is kind of dwindling.
Why you feel that way, Marcus? Please explain. Elaborate.
Because when I first moved to Ohio, because I stay in Ohio, it was just like a different kind of respect for Auburn. Like people felt like Auburn was truly a threat. Like when
you moved to Ohio real quick? Because I just want to point out
2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2015 when I moved up here, people felt like Auburn was a threat. Like you heard Auburn just get talked about. A lot of Ohio State fans fear Auburn. And then I come today and I get to work today, and it's just like a person who was talking football called us the Vanderbilt of the SEC. And I felt like I was like, wow, that's how y'all see us. Is that where Auburn has failed to in these last couple years to people outside the SEC viewing us as the new Vanderbilt of the SEC?
Your
I
thoughts,
can
Mike?
say that. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I mean, opinions vary. My thing is whether they respect us or not, we should respect ourselves.
Very true, Mike.
You know, I can't sit here and really care what another fan base thinks about Auburn, because until you prove something here, what does it matter? It matters what we think. I really don't care what anybody else thinks about Auburn. You know, the reason why people constantly coming into these from different schools on y'all's pod, asking questions, making comments, is because they do fear Auburn. They're not gonna say it, and we're definitely not proving it. You know, at all right now. But the whole to get back to the whole conversation of the whole ordeal, I don't believe Auburn's gonna make a move until they have to make a move. That's just the business of it. You know,
Probably be too late by then.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll be in the island of irrelevancy by then.
Back to what y'all said earlier. As long as them seats selling out, I don't think they care.
That's why I just don't understand the speed that they move with Harsin. I know things outside the recruiting, but that game, that one Iron Bowl, I was like, woo. And then it's like, he's gone.
Yeah.
I
think it was he had lost the team.
He wasn't a yes man.
But whatever that game was, his last game.
Don't hire prime time then, because
they'll never do that. They're gonna hire. They're gonna hire whoever says yes. Okay, I like that. You want to meet? What time's our tea time?
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, that's just how you got to look at it. I mean, no matter what any of us fans say, the money rules it all. In anything, business, football, I don't care what it is. Whatever the money says, whatever the top man says, that's just the way it's gonna go. Yeah. So, how do you fix that? I have no earthly idea. But the situation you in, like Nick said, you finna lose the whole fan base behind it. Like how long are we gonna keep going through this? We went through it with Gus. That didn't work. Thank you for what you did. Harsin, nobody liked him because he wasn't even from down here. And you know what I'm saying? Which he may have been the fixer for, you know, the strictness of him. But now you sit here with Hugh Freeze, and all he gonna do is, if he loses, say, my bad, guys, we'll try again next week.
He'll tell you we should have ran the ball and then don't do it the next week.
I try again. I try harder next time. I promise. But I'm not going nowhere.
Oh man!
I mean, y'all don't think these people tired of paying these coaches this money for firing them? I mean, I don't care how much money you got. You keep paying them millions, you're gonna get tired of it eventually.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, and I hate to be that way, I feel like you stuck in a rut until you climb out of it.
Well, let me ask you this, because I want to ask this question. Is there an out to this? Is there a point to where we see Auburn ever get to the point to where it is a sustained success and not a every 3 or 4 year type thing?
Yeah, if you would hire an up and coming offensive coordinator.
Okay. So all right. So this brings up a second question in. So are you more in favor of cleaning house, bringing in a new guy, or are you more in favor of keeping Hugh Freeze and getting a whole offensive staff that he can't touch, he has nothing over or anything like that? Which one?
I'm more in favor of him completely stopping play calling and hiring a complete offensive staff.
Okay, so you would be cool with Hugh Freeze still as the head coach, But as long as he has nothing
As
to
long
do,
as long as he's moderating things and recruiting, I'll be fine with it.
okay.
I don't want Hugh. If you look at every team right now that has a successful offense, they got an up and coming offensive coordinator, which in next year are going to be getting either head coaching jobs or moving on to bigger schools.
Mm-hmm.
So why not set the standard and do the same thing? You did it year one. And I guess somebody above you told you, hey, man, that we don't like that. We can't do that. I think you need to go back to calling plays. Well, guess what they finna tell them this spring? Hey, man, you need to you probably don't need to call plays no more. That was 2 years in a row that didn't look too good. Yeah, you need to hire you offensive coordinator. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's what happened with Gus. So if they showed us that with Gus, what's going to change with Hugh Freeze?
Well, okay, all right. So this is for everybody on the panel right now. I'm gonna ask this question. Is that more sustainable than just going out and getting the head guy that can just be there for the longevity, instead of potentially having Hugh Freeze there and then continually having to go hire a offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator with the guy who's an offensive coordinator who you brought in to fix the offense itching to get back in the offensive room?
Well, I would say, in my heart of hearts, I feel like this is what's going to happen. We're going to end up seeing Durkin move the head coach to save this recruiting class and save the morale of this team. We're going to get, like my boy Mike said, we're going to find one of these explosive, innovative offensive coordinators, pair him with Durkin, have an explosive season, probably end up having a downfall with Durkin, moving on from Durkin, and hiring that offensive coordinator to be a head coach.
So basically, you saying we in the same we in the same rotation. It's never gonna change. Is what you're basically telling me.
I just see the writing on the wall.
I mean, because that's what happened. If you look at it, that's what's happened before. Tuberville came in.
I just see the writing.
Then Tuberville's gone. Tuberville's gone. Had some success with him. Tuberville's gone. Chizik come in. You get Cam Newton in. Then you bring in this hotshot offensive coordinator. He leaves. He's gone for a year. Has a bad season. Now he's back as the head coach. Then he's gone. And then now you bring in another guy who's the winningest coach, as Tez always said. That was winningest coach in the land at that time. But you did not even give him a chance to bring his guy in, Ashton Davis, who was the OC. Never gave him a chance to bring his guy in.
You said something earlier, Nick, and that's the reason why I brought up even people comparing us to Vandy. Auburn likes attention. And if they can find an innovative splash hire in offense brings attention. Auburn wants that type of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay. Marcus, I could agree with you.
She said she can't. She said she cannot with us tonight. That's what she said. She said, y'all, I just cannot. Can't do it.
Tatiana.
We trying to talk through it, Tatiana. That's what we trying to do.
Marcus, I would agree with you if our leading passer in school history didn't have but 3,200 yards.
Single season.
I didn't say it had to be
single
season.
season.
I said innovative offense. I didn't say it had to be passing.
Okay, well, I give you that.
But Marcus, we know you want the ball to be ran. We know that.
Right.
Actually, I like to pass the ball, bro. I don't know why y'all
don't lie.
I don't know why you ran with that, bro. I play tight end. I'm definitely not.
And you block.
Trying to run the ball all the time. I want to catch a pass, but that's the narrative Kendall got in y'all head. But yes,
bro, you blocked. I was there too. What are you talking about?
I said I want to catch a pass. I didn't say what I did. Yes, I did block. And I also played defensive end. So let's talk about that.
Give us the rest of your stats, Marcus. What are they? Everybody, let's let Marcus give us his stats. What were they, Marcus?
I ain't got to talk about my stats. You know my stats.
Hey, look me up. You know me.
I don't gotta
Google me.
Google me.
The five strip sacks versus Bullitt County. You know what I'm talking about.
hey, he kind of accurate right now.
Accurate,
type.
Proof of safety.
You might read that news clip that week.
You had 5 strip sacks, man?
No, he had no 5 strip sacks. Don't believe that.
I had 5 sacks in Bullitt County, bro. You want to read that new clip again, type.
Let me ask y'all this: how y'all feel about Nick's calling plays?
Here's
who's gonna run the ball.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Knicks is cool. Don't get it twisted.
Ain't he a running back coach,
I
Nick?
would- yeah, he was running back coach, but I would prefer, to be honest with you, because Knicks has never called plays.
Okay.
I would prefer to see Ken Austin call plays because he
Okay.
has done it. Ken Austin actually called plays at Ole Miss. I believe when Houston Nutt was there, if I'm not mistaken. I believe when Houston Nutt was there, I believe Ken Austin was the OC and he was calling plays there, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, I would not mind to see Ken Austin call plays and see what it looks like.
I mean, I think at this point, why not?
Yep.
Why not? I mean, what was funny, man? I was looking at the Auburn podcast. I can't remember which one it was, but they were talking about Kenny Dillingham.
Mhm.
And something Kenny Dillingham said after his first year, he was like, I just can't be a head coach and call plays.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the time to be in the offensive meetings. I don't have the time to do all of that. And then, like, he gave up play calling. They're a playoff team. They become a playoff team. Like,
same thing happened with Drinkwitz. Same thing happened with Drinkwitz at Missouri.
So like, I think a lot of what you see from Hugh Freeze is his stubbornness to call plays. Is like what you're seeing on the field is like he's not in the meetings. So you got Derek Nix and you got Kent Austin and Jackson Arnold, for that matter, sitting in the meeting room coming up with a game plan for the week.
Right.
Hugh Freeze is off doing head coach stuff. He can't be in those meetings.
Exactly what's happening.
And then essentially what he's doing on game day is this is how I describe it. He's calling plays out of somebody else's playbook.
Wow.
That's exactly what's happening.
At the wrong
So
time.
if you played a video game before and you know, like if you play one of these video games before and you got a playbook you like to run, and then you start a game and you don't have that playbook, you know how difficult it is. and so like that's what it looks like on the field. It looks like somebody's calling plays that doesn't know the offense whatsoever. They're just calling stuff. So I think it would serve him better to have somebody else call plays or hire a team CEO. You know, hire a co-head coach that can take some of that's been done before too. That can take some of that
John
pressure off
Gruden.
you, and you can sit in on the offensive meetings, man. Because you know Peyton Thorne complained about the same thing. So, man, I don't think that's all of it. You know, I don't think that's all of it, but I think the biggest issue with Auburn football, honestly, is we have an identity crisis. We talk, we brag, we do all these things like we're a top tier school, but when it comes to on the field, we just haven't shown that. And we have to point back to these one or two pockets of success that we always hang our hats on, and man, like the school is comfortable with that, the fans are comfortable with that. Like I don't like when I think back of these years of like Gus, even Chizik, even some of the Tuberville years, because he gets thrown around a lot. A lot of these teams stumbled to those 8 and 5s. There was no point in Gus's tenure where we went 8 and 5 and we looked at it like, man, this is the fans was just like, this is what we love right here. Like no, people wanted more. So like we always gotta have that want for more. We can't just get here because it's failing now and then start looking back and saying, oh, we would take that or we would take that. Like, no, that's not acceptable either. Like if that's what we want to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the chat, we had a whole thing about Ole Miss. If we want to be Ole Miss, let me know. Then I can stop trolling these other fan bases and making up these slanderous comments and saying the things I'm saying to them. Because I know that we're going to be destined for 8 and 4 every year. But if we want to be a Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, one of these teams, then, you know, we got to make some changes about our mentality as well as the school. Otherwise, you know, we just going to keep getting the same thing.
Say we want to be Ole Miss, but we didn't hire like 2 or 3 of their coaches.
That's true.
Mike, anything else you want to say before you get about that, Mike?
No, bro, y'all can have it, bro. Word damn nigga to everybody.
Shout out to Mike, man.
All right now.
Shout out to Mike. Man, appreciate you, man, so much for coming through, man. Hey, like I told y'all, man, I didn't know where this show was gonna go. It seems as if we all Auburn fans and Tights in here because he's an Alabama fan, but
Moderator, I'm here for support.
It's a dope shirt too, Tight.
It is a dope shirt.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, dope shirt.
And the hat. I didn't see the hat. Man.
it seems like shout out to King Richard in the chat. Shout out to him. Shout out to Connie. Tatiana, what's going on, man? It's first time seeing you in the chat, Tatiana. Appreciate you so much for rocking with us tonight. I did want to bring up this one right here because James Barnett did put this in the chat earlier. He said, fellas, do we see a QB change or more of an offensive line change? Also, how do you guys feel about Nick Saban's comments about Auburn? Let's talk about that for a minute and then we're gonna get out of here.
All right.
What did Nick Saban say?
Nick Saban basically said he thought Auburn was an impressive team through 5 games.
Hugh Freeze is doing a great job. That's what
basically is what he said. He said
your business.
He said Hugh Freeze is doing a great job, and he said it will come around. Just believe in your team and believe in your coach.
Come around by next time by the time his grandson is old enough to coach.
Yeah, I'll say this.
He ain't got no dog in the fight.
I say this, man. I say this. I would agree with him if we saw meaningful progression in these past two years in some games. Yeah, I know
he would not have a 65 in the game, man. He would not. I'm sorry.
I know he would. I know that. My thing is this, man. My thing is this. The reason why, I'm gonna say this because I try to, instead of doing a lot of talking until I hear something, I just got to say something. I like to listen to more people say and hear what their thought process is here on this show. But I'm gonna say this, man. The reason why we having this show right now, and the reason why all Auburn fans feel the way they do is because they just don't see any type of progress being made from this football team. That's really it. If there was real progress made from seeing better quarterback play, seeing better offensive line play, seeing an actual plan, some standards on the offensive side of the ball, I think you have a lot of fans that will be okay with being like, all right, we see it taking meaning, we see it taking steps. We just need this one thing to pop, and then we're good to go. Seems as if we're regressing, and we're regressing on the side of the ball of the coach that said when he came in, I turn programs around quickly and I develop quarterbacks. Well, we turn programs around quickly and we develop quarterbacks. Paraphrasing that, by the way. But when you look on the defensive side of the ball, it seems as if the defense is just progressing, but the offense is still stuck in 2023 when he first got here. We look the exact same on offense, if not worse. So fans right now are upset, and fans are like, man, look, man, you told us something, you selling us this bill of goods that right now it's not actually linking up to what you told us it would be. And bro, we just want something better on the field, bro. That's all it is. We want something better. And it just doesn't feel like we're getting that right now, man. Y'all thoughts on that?
Well, to his question, yeah, I think Nick Saban is and to his comments is he forgot that he's not him. Like if this was Nick Saban we talking about, because he's made this same speech that he said about Hugh Freeze to his own team before.
He did.
Even to the media, like, hey, y'all counted us out. It's still early. That's what you would tell the team right now. And to be fair, I'm gonna be fair about it. Everything that we want to accomplish this season is still on the table for us to do. Now we don't have no faith in us being able to do it. But we're not out of the SEC championship hunt. We're not out of the national championship hunt. We're not out of the playoff hunt. We just have to win. Now we've shown nothing that shows me that we can run this table on the rest of the schedule.
Yep.
So that's why I don't have that confidence in that. And I guess like Nick understands. He says this because he understands what it's like to be a coach, lose a game early, and then have the fan base essentially call for your job.
Right.
And he also understands how it feels at the end of the year after you don't lose another game and those same fans start cheering for you. Yeah, so like he gets that part of it. So he's gonna say that. As far as like Jackson Arnold, I don't think we see a quarterback change. Offensive line change, I expect there to be some shuffling of the offensive line. I expect there'll be some shuffling of the offensive line before this Texas A&M game. Why? Because Hugh Freeze came out and said you can't stay on side, then you don't need to be on the field. What happens? Mason Murphy jumps offside, he stays on the field. So it's like I didn't understand that. Like, we got too tall. He's been in the system for a little while. You probably want to get him in there and develop him. But I can see honestly the change that I'm looking for. I said this in our group chat. The change that I'm looking for immediately during the bye week is offensive line coach. I just think that's the most. We don't have a chance if we can't stop with the penalties and if we can't protect our quarterback from free rushers. If you're getting beat, and you locking up your man on the offensive line and then you get beat afterwards, I'm cool with that. But if you just turn them loose where you don't even get hands on the guy, like that's unacceptable. And as long as that continue, I don't care what kind of plays we call.
What's up,
I don't care
PhD?
what the
What's going
play
on?
gonna do. Yeah, we're not gonna win very many games, man, until we fix that issue. And I feel like, with a bye week, that's the first thing I would address before I address anything else. It's like, hey, we got to protect our quarterback, and we cannot keep jumping off sides.
You made a point. You made a point earlier about Hugh Freeze. Nick Saban knowing exactly how it is for coaches as a coach that lose the game early and people calling for his job, and then to win out and then be holding the championship trophy at the end. And that's different. And okay, this is the only place where I'm gonna actually say this, and I'm gonna actually invoke what it is. Hugh Freeze won a couple of national championships by that time, so there was fans can be like, all right, what's going on? They can think that, but then the thing is, they know that they've seen him be able to actually get that team to turn around and be able to refocus, and then be at the end of the season, be where they were initially supposed to be. Who has that faith in Hugh Freeze at Auburn right now? Who has the faith in Hugh Freeze? Who has the faith? Like,
But that's pretty much
that's what I said.
Taylor was saying.
That's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, who has that faith? We can't say that about Hugh Freeze. We can't say that.
No,
I can't sit here and be like, yeah, man, I got faith in Hugh Freeze to come in and make this thing turn around. Nah, I can't say that, dog.
And we all know he'll stick to his quarterback. So I like Ted said, I don't see us moving on from Jackson Arnold, but I think Chaplin will be on the bench just because the outcry for him to get benched.
Don't hold your breath, my guy. Don't hold your breath.
I'm just saying.
I think Mason Murphy.
That's 65. It's left out.
Mason Murphy. If you don't try it out next week, bro, you gonna hit. It's gonna be hell to pay. So I see him coming off the bench. But if we calling it what it is, like, our team is undisciplined and unprepared, bro, and that's on Hugh Freeze. Like, Chaplin is speaking about not being able to hit a snap count. That is preparation. Like, Hugh Freeze should have those guys listening to simulated sound during the week, a solid snap count. Like, that's all goes back to Hugh Freeze, bro. This team looks unprepared, undisciplined, especially mainly on the offensive side of the ball. I won't say defense. Defense has some minor miscues, but that comes with experience. But outside of that, our offense looks horrible, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
The brightest part about our offense is the receiver room, and we haven't been able to see the extent of our receiver room all season.
But how can we say that's the brightest part of the offense when we haven't seen them do what they were supposed to do?
So
this offseason, that's all we've been talking about.
Mark, here's one thing though. Like, what you saying is true about like the snap count and all that. But in Oklahoma, I counted even in this game, they jumped offside as soon as the referee set the ball down. They would like I'm not kidding. Like, you look at that Oklahoma game on that play, on that drive where we had those multiple false starts, the referee literally had just set the ball down. It was backing out of there, and then the other referee threw a flag.
Yeah,
you had already jumped side
before
we even got a count going. Like, you already
still
outside.
He barely put his hand on the ball.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with you can't hit a snap count. That's just, like, that's something fundamentally wrong with what we're doing in practice. It's got to be.
Gregory McCart, he said, I can say this. He did say 3-4 recruiting cycle. Shout out to Gregory McCart. He has 2. The last recruiting class needs to be with his staff.
Last
Nah,
recruiting
I
class needs
hear
to be at another school.
Gregory. I hear
yeah,
what
I'm
you're
gonna say
saying.
it's
I hear what you're
done,
saying,
bro.
Gregory. I hear what you're saying. I do. I understand. But I posed this question before the season started, and if you go back and watch all of the shows that we did during the off season, I tell you explicitly every show why I picked Auburn to win 10 games. And I also asked the question and posed the question: if this roster went 7-5, 8-4, would you feel confident about this team moving forward in the next 2 to 3 years? I asked that question. I asked that question multiple times because if you believe in preseasons and charts and stuff like that, Auburn's blue chip ratio is 64-65%. That will rank you 12th or 11th in the country, right around where Florida is. And if you believe in blue chip ratio tells you the past since they've been taking blue chip, since they've been tracking blue chip ratios for teams, you have to have a blue chip ratio of 50% or above to be even in the conversation to compete for national championship.
Yeah.
So I asked the question: if this talented roster, you have two top 20, you have two top 10 classes on this roster, and a lot of those guys that was in this 25 class are playing, especially on the defense side of the ball. You see Elijah Melendez, you see Jerry Smith, you see Jordan Crawford, you see all of these guys that are playing on that side of the ball. Eric Winters, you see a lot of these guys playing. So I want y'all to think about that. If this roster goes 8-4, 7-5 with the talent that's on here, are you confident about where this team, about where this class is going? I mean, where this program is going for the next 2 to 3 years? And then look at recruiting now, and look at how this season can affect the 26 class and where we are now, and tell me if you're still confident. I just want to ask that question. Ed, Mr. 21, can you do something for me? He said, if you set the standard and don't follow through, you are done. That's on the field or in the workforce. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. 24, man. Shout out to Mr. 24. Shout out to Connie, man. Shout out to B Sharp in the chat. He said, hit the like button and subscribe. Yes, sir. Make sure that y'all do that. Shout out to B Sharp over Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Ant for OC. He said, and the ad not making it no better. Shout out to Ant, man. Shout out to Ant, man. We appreciate all y'all for rocking with us, man. We appreciate you, man. Ed said he is not getting 3 now. What do you mean, Ed?
3 what?
3 years?
3 years. Oh, 3 recruiting classes.
classes.
Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying. Okay, I got it.
So, yeah, I guess to your question, Nick, though, that you asked. I remember you asking this early in the season, and I remember my answer being, it depends on which side of the football looks good. How do we win those 8 games? And if we get to 8 games this year, it's going to be because of defense and offense is going to look bad, and I'm not going to be confident.
So through 3, so we 5 games in right now. What's y'all thoughts?
Coaching is still the same, bro. Our coach knows the script to win the game by running football, and he's still just want to call his plays. Like that's typical Hugh Freeze to me. Like that's exactly what we seen from Hugh last year.
Nicholas Wall, me and him share the same first name. He said, "How many more 5 stars do we need? Does he need?"
Okay, all right, Nick. This is what I want to say about that comment too.
Okay,
that's a very interesting comment. Now I want you to remember, like, the 5 stars that we have, most of them are either on the outside or on the defensive side of the ball. Our defense is playing great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I believe our defense is playing great. You know where we don't have 5 stars at? On the offensive line.
Yes, we do.
They're not getting in the game.
There's a DeAndre Carter. That's a 5. That was a 5-star.
He can't block on the bench.
You got brought. Hey, but you got the talent there. You got a Broderick Scholl there. Coach? You got a Kill Ellis, Jake Thornton. You got a Jake Ellis. You got Kill Ellis there. You got Favor Edwin there. You got a Ty Buster there. I mean, it's
time
there.
to turn.
If you want to play him. See what happens.
That's like, you remember, and shout out to Mike G for bringing this up on the episode I saw. You remember when Tuberville pulled the whole offensive line coach against Florida? The whole offensive line against Florida. You
said Tuberville?
Yeah. It was like 2006 or something like that. We played Florida, and the offensive line wasn't playing well, and he benched them all. And we ended up winning the game. He went in there with it, and it's like, Do we need something like that? Because like
Probably.
you just pointed out a bunch of 5
It's a
stars.
move.
a bunch of 4 and 5 stars. Here's
That'll send a hell of a message. Like, hey, listen.
Here's a comment.
Brad
Here's a
Bryant,
comment.
he benched the whole first string one time.
Here's a comment by Anthony Rudd. He said, "Man, I'm tired of this wanting to win 7-8 games. That's the most mediocre crap I've ever heard. I want to win championships."
Thank you, Anthony Rudd.
Anthony, you have no idea. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Nicholas, we got Nicholas Wall said he got the best O-line players out of the portal and said 6 of them had NFL potential. He did say that at the beginning of it. He did say that. He did say that.
Yeah, you got NFL evaluations from scouts.
That's it. Got
Which I
NFL
don't
evaluation.
think he lied about that, right? He wouldn't just make that up, would he?
I hope he did. I hope
he
he
wouldn't
did.
make that up.
Some
Like, I think
people,
that's true.
some people are scouts for the Titans. All right, it's like 12 of them times 32 teams. Some of them getting fired in about a couple of weeks. So take it with a grain of salt.
This right here is funny because I retweeted the if y'all saw The Blind Side, I retweeted the part of the movie when she was like, "Hey Bert, run the ball."
Yeah.
Run the damn ball.
Did she call him? Did she call him
called
on
him
the
on
phone?
the sideline.
Yeah.
She called him on the sideline. If y'all don't know, that's the dude name in the movie is Coach Cotton, but that's actually a depiction of Hugh Freeze because that's
Hugh Freeze,
the school,
Yeah.
that's the school
Yeah.
he coached at. That's actually supposed to be Hugh Freeze.
Yeah. Like
Run
he was
the
the
ball.
only one that was the only real coach that didn't represent their school.
That's it. Yeah, run
because
the
it was
ball.
about Ole Miss. Yeah.
Run the dang ball. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, man, that was very poetic, bro. That was like forecasting what's going on right now, bro. That was hilarious. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. 2005, Ed Darby said you have to develop O-lineman. Dion said most NFL O-linemen with 3 stars. That part is kind of true. And a lot of and to be honest with you, the O-line is probably the hardest position to evaluate coming out of high school.
I agree, Nick.
It is the hardest position to evaluate coming out of high school. Because you just don't know how big that guy gonna get. You just don't know how his frame gonna fill out, and things, stuff like that.
You can't.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
High school 1-2 has nothing to do with college 1-2.
All right, then. Shout out to Marcus, man. We appreciate
All
you,
right,
man. But yeah, we about to get up out of here as well, man. That's why James said, man, fellas. That's why I said earlier, everyone complained about not throwing enough in the Baylor game, but running work. Are we trying to turn an RPO quarterback into a drop back passer? No, I mean, no. Here is what I said. I did say after the Baylor game, I wanted to see the drop back game. I wanted to see what it looked like. But after the Ball State game, I realized quickly that we're not a drop back team. I didn't realize that fast. I realized, like, okay, we're an RPO team. Let's lean into being an RPO team and learn how to get the quick game out of the RPO game going quick. And it just seems as if that's just not what they've been trying to do. And it just seems as if he's been trying to lean into that drop back game a little too much, man. So I don't know, man.
I think we're getting behind on first down a lot.
What's up, Wade? What's up, Wade?
It's tough to play RPO football behind the sticks. So that's why you're seeing a lot of drop back football.
Gregory said you have to start somewhere. You tell me you would not take 8-5 now at this moment. Of course we would.
Yeah,
but the thing is, getting to 8-5 is just getting back to where we were before. If that was the case, we should have just kept Gus. just being real.
Well, I see what he's saying. But you get 8-5, people are going to want 10 next year. And it's a possibility of getting 10 once you get to 8. And I think that's how y'all start out the season. Most of you guys, anyway, 8 or 9, and then seeing the 10.
This is only. I want y'all to understand. This is only happening because we're losing. Under no world would anybody look at this roster and accept 8-5. It just wouldn't happen. Like we just, it's like. We're only saying this because we're losing and we're not getting the success we want. What we accept, like, oh yeah, we could get to 8-5 and that'll be acceptable. Yeah, true. Yeah, right now, seeing how the season is going, absolutely, I take 8-5.
What I thought the narrative was that Harsin had kind of destroyed the recruiting or the lifeblood of the team. So Hugh was giving the team in the intentions of building it back. So third year, 8 games. Moving to 9-10, moving to 10-11, and in the 5th year was kind of where he was. And like I said, you still can go 8 and you still can win 10 games.
Yeah, we could.
You could.
But the faith is, do you have faith in them doing it though? That's the question. And I think these next couple of weeks is where is really what a lot of Auburn podcasts are going to be talking about. the faith that you have in the football team actually doing that, which is gonna be wild. And Ed just summed it up right there, man. We losing dumb. Is what he
we
said.
losing dumb. Yes,
We losing dumb.
See.
That's it.
See.
So, all right, man. We've been on here for a while. We about to get up out of here, man. Please, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you follow these YouTube channels, man. At It's SEC Season. What I got, Auburn Tez at Tight Sports Alabama Football Megacast at Auburn Addicts TV. What I got, DC over at the Uptempo Podcast with Dustin. Go follow I got B Sharp over at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk and Vandy Chris over at the Golden Broom Podcast, and of course the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and the Huggy Beard on Facebook as well. Make sure that you go follow JMHO Sports Talk with Coach Sean on YouTube, and of course on the Block Sports with Coach Carl as well. Shout out to those guys for rocking with us. I know that I just shouted y'all out, but I keep forgetting that I do that and y'all on the list. But go ahead and shout yourselves. Shout it out again, fellas. Go ahead. Go Tight. Go ahead, Tight.
Oh yeah, Tight Sports. Just here to help pray. I was been praying the whole time. That's why I didn't say it a lot. Just make sure everybody keep the confidence up. And Wade, that's what they told us last year. You still gotta put it on the field. They said, y'all should go to the playoffs. Well, you gotta put it on the field. Shout out to you, Wade. Drive safely. But just hit me up. We do have the new applications in now for the bandwagon. We had canceled the order after the FSU game. Just canceled it. But now they offered me a discount at Vistaprint. So reach out, come on over, subscribe, and we get you. If you want to get on the bandwagon on a temporary or permanent basis, just let me know. God bless you.
Hey, Tight. Vandy Chris said they coming for you. They coming for y'all on Saturday.
Vandy Chris, I'm gonna blow you. No, I'm sorry. Did I say out loud in my mind? I was thinking, my bad. Check me out Thursday, Vandy Chris.
Yeah, hey Tez, you got something you want to put up on the screen, or you just gonna say it?
Man, actually, I hadn't made it yet. But
okay, never mind. Go ahead.
But yeah, I usually have a thumbnail for tomorrow's ranking show. If you don't know, you can find me at It's SEC Season on YouTube and on all platforms, and I do a weekly ranking show where we rank teams live. And it's the most credible ranking show on the internet, man. If you are not subscribed to the channel, it's at It's SEC Season. Come over there, subscribe. On the road to 100 subscribers, believe it or not. And we have a lot of fun doing it, man. I'm trying to get more creators on there to help us rank these teams from all over the place. Vandy Chris, you're in the chat, man. If you're still listening, if you're not doing nothing tomorrow, 6:30, come rank some teams with us, man. Tight, Nick, y'all, everybody's welcome, man. So it's gonna be fun. This is one of the most anticipated episodes.
It's gonna be
because it's moving time now.
It is a good one.
So,
it's gonna be a good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah.
Keep put out. I can't make it. I got my show at 7 on Tuesday, but just put Alabama like in the middle of the pack. Just leave it right there.
He already saying put Alabama at 5 is what he's saying. Put Alabama at 5 is what he's saying.
I take 7, 8.
What you saying? 7, really? Okay.
We want to sneak up on people.
All right, there go the channels again. Make sure you subscribe to those channels on YouTube as well, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. We're just trying to grow, man. Trying to make sure everybody get a chance. And shout out to my guys over at Pub Sports Radio, Dabby Cab, Jimmy with the bag, Wine Time Sports, Con Clips. Shout out to all y'all over there at Pub Sports Radio, man. Can't wait to get back over there with y'all and pick some more games. And they call it cappers. I can't wait to go do that, man. That's what it is, man. Also, man, I got DJ gonna be on the show with us on Wednesday. So make sure that you tune in with us Wednesday. He gonna be around the water cooler with us as well. And make sure that y'all go follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood Media, and of course on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's as well, man. Shout out to our guy DJ Hollywood Media in the thing, man. And appreciate everybody that was in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody that was in the chat with us tonight, man. We thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Shout out to TK, man. It's good to see y'all. Shout out to Tatiana. I think it's Tatiana's first time around the water cooler with us, so shout out to her.
Shout out.
I think TK been around here at one point in time, but if not, shout out to TK for coming around again as well. Of course, y'all know my favorite Auburn fan, Connie. Shout out to Connie, man. She's in the chat. My guy King Richard was in the chat. Auburn Dad said he's taking a bye week because he can't listen because his PTSD coming in. So we won't see Auburn Dad until next week. So shout out to him. Shout out to my guy Wade in the chat, man. And hey, everybody know, man. Shout out to Ant that be rocking with us as always, man. Of course, the Huggy Beard. Y'all already know, man. Shout out to him. Mike McKinney for calling in as well. Travell, the king of the comments, for calling in as well, man. We appreciate all y'all for rocking with us here, man. We here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8 p.m. East. Oh, I forgot about my guy James Barnett. I was about to say James and say what's up. Shout out to James Barnett, Mr. 21. Can you do something for me? Ed Darby in the chat, Jermaine Mims, and I got Fire Freeze, man. Shout out to all y'all, man, for rocking with us around the chat, around the water cooler, man. We appreciate you, man. C Hall in the chat, my guy Wade. Shout out to everybody, bro. Everybody messing with us, man. We thank y'all so much, man. 21-3. I'm sitting here watching the Jets and the Dolphins right now. 24-13, the Dolphins, but 21-3 Broncos over the Bengals, man. So, hey, it's going to be interesting, bro. We appreciate y'all so much, man. We here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We around the water cooler. Thank y'all, man, for rocking with us, man. We about to get up out of here. As always, man, y'all have a good one. Before we do that, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk, Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos and go live. We're just trying to grow, man. We're on the road to 800 subscribers, so please help us out, man. And of course, we just got access to go live on TikTok, so you never know. Go follow us on TikTok. Your boy might just go live one day. And do that. I am doing impromptu play breakdowns from some games for Auburn and some other teams as well. Bro.
I really like that. I really
you saw it?
that.
You saw it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's clean. I thought it was pretty dope. I thought it was pretty dope. So we do that. We do some impromptu play breakdowns. We did 3 from this Auburn Texas A&M game, and yeah, we just try to have fun. We just try to look at it and just see what it is. And what we can improve on. So yeah, man, we appreciate that, man. Let's get out of here, man. We didn't keep y'all too long. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. As always, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure that y'all give the man upstairs above his, because he deserves all the praise and the glory. And until Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we'll be back around the water cooler. Ladies and gentlemen, it is one love. And guess what? We out this mode, man. Y'all be easy. I holla. Peace. We
boys and girls of all ages. You're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.